Okay, here we are. We are here. This is now November, and we are at a conclusion of one of the first major units on motion. We've studied it ad infinitum, ad nauseum, and I think that you're ready. How many people feel that they've made a lot of connections today based on what we've been spending a lot of time doing? Yeah, you made a lot of connections. Excellent. So the test on Monday will be on motion, essentially acceleration and velocity, distance. What else? So let's write some things on the board, shall we? Yes, Tarek. Excuse me? It's on Monday. You see the T1, black? You see that? Okay. So it's going to be on velocity. It's going to be on acceleration. Those are the big topics, aren't they? Those are not the small topics. What I want to do is I'm a little random abstract. You may not know what that means, but essentially I'm a little crazy. Okay? That's what that means. Okay? So I kind of am all over the place. But how many people feel that it's going to be on velocity and acceleration? Excellent. Velocity and acceleration have two things in common. They have what two things? Yes?
Acceleration is directed towards.
Yeah, they both have what? They both have, we call it, remember? Magnitude and direction. Am I off? Am I still on?
Yeah, you're on.
Okay. Magnitude and direction. Okay? Where is speed the same? Does speed have magnitude and direction?
No.
No. Speed is just magnitude, isn't it?
Yeah.
How fast are you going? Remember we did that it was like the first day of class? Speed is, I'm going 100 kilometers per hour, correct? Velocity is, I'm going 100 kilometers per hour in that direction. Clear? Yes or no? Isra? Or I'm going 100 kilometers per hour in that direction. Is it the same? No, because 100 mile an hour, 100 kilometers per hour in that direction is the opposite to 100 kilometers per hour in that direction, correct? Yes? We also did something called what? Remember the very first day we did reference points? Remember?
Yes.
I can spell. I can. I sometimes spell weirdly, but reference point, okay? I'm going 100 kilometers per hour relative to the ground, right? If I'm going 100 kilometers per hour relative to a car that's going 100 kilometers per hour with the ground, how fast am I going relative to the ground? God, if you can answer that question, you're really good. Craig?
100.
No? Yes? 200. That's right. Listen to the question. I am going 100 kilometers per hour relative to a car that's going 100 kilometers per hour relative to the ground. Right?
Yeah.
How fast am I going?
200.
200 kilometers per hour. It's almost like a riddle, isn't it?
Yeah.
You get it though? It's reference point. Yes, Nada. Okay. It's 200 relative to the ground. Okay. Have you ever been on 10E? Going to Dubai, say?
Yeah.
Okay. You're driving along, picture it. You're in the passenger seat with your dad, right? And you're going 100 kilometers per hour. Reasonable? Not terribly fast. It's fast. but it's legal, correct? Wouldn't you say?
About 80.
Excuse me?
How about 80?
No, I'm going, oh, you want to be safer? No, we're going to do 100 because Tarek is concerned. Let's not laugh at Tarek. That's very good. Tarek wants to go 80. But we're going to go 100, but we're pretending we're driving anyway, so we're still safe, okay? All right? If anybody's really on 10E going to Dubai, we have a major problem, okay? Because you're supposed to be here. So if your brain is out there driving, make sure your brain has its seatbelt on. Is that okay?
Yes.
Okay, good. All right. Now, you're driving on 10E, and your father's driving, and the car is moving 100 kilometers per hour relative to the road. Does that make sense? Now, all of a sudden, phew, a car passes you, and relative to your car, it's going 100 kilometers per hour. Relative to your car. Not relative to the ground. Relative to your car, it's going 100 kilometers per hour. Right? Now, how fast is that car going relative to the ground? Well, if you're going 100 kilometers per hour relative to the ground, and that car is going 100 kilometers per hour relative to you, how fast is that car going? Excuse me? 200 kilometers per hour. You get it?
I thought it was your car.
No.
That's 200. That's
No.
why I got confused.
I understand. But do you understand now?
Yeah.
Yeah. And the reason you understand that is because, like New Jersey, the drivers in the UAE, some of the drivers are a little crazy. Okay? I don't mean that to be mean, but how many people think that some of the drivers on the roads in the UAE are a little crazy? Okay? You don't think so? You don't think so, really? All right, I think they're a little. Are you offended? They're a little crazy. They're a little crazy. Okay? In New Jersey, see, people who come from Oregon, say, or Washington State, okay, they are used to being nice on the roads, right? Craig, what's it like driving in Washington State? Not too bad? Not too crazy? Pretty normal? Yes, Tarek.
Here, people are so like proper compared to Saudi. In Saudi, they're like tripping.
Saudi, it's even worse?
Yeah. Each one
Saudi-
is suddenly going here and then somebody over him.
Okay, all right, well, okay, but some people who drive in areas of the world where they're really nice drivers, they come here and it's a little crazy. I'm not saying the people who are citizens here are crazy. I'm just saying some of the drivers are crazy, right?
Like my dad.
Am I insulting anybody? Is anybody, Reem, are you insulted?
No.
Okay. But I come from New Jersey, and you want to see crazy. New Jersey, nuts. New Jersey, New York area, they are the craziest drivers. Do you know why? Because there's so many of them. It's unbelievable. But, you understand what it means to be on a road and have somebody pass you who's going very fast. You can identify with that, correct? So that's what I mean by reference point. What's the reference point? How fast is the car going relative to the road? The road is the reference point. How fast is the car going relative to my car that's going 100 kilometers per hour? So the reference point is what you're comparing the speed with, yes? Okay. We also have average velocity. We have, what's average velocity? What is that? Average velocity equals what? What does average velocity equal? Yes?
Total distance over
Distance over time. Very good. Distance over time. What does acceleration equal?
I
What does acceleration equal? Yes?
final speed minus initial speed
Okay, so may I say, can I modify what you said just a little bit? That was very good, by the way. Terrific. I didn't expect that. Excellent. Can we write some symbols? You know, you write Greek symbols and everybody thinks you're intelligent, you know? Isn't that amazing? So let's write a Greek symbol. Okay, delta, that's a Greek symbol. That says change in velocity, right? Isn't that what you said, change? Didn't you say that? first speed or velocity, right? Divided by the change in time, correct? Is that good or not? Isn't that great? Yes? Okay. So, shall I read a question right off the test? Here's the test in my hands. Oh my gosh.
It's in GameStop.
You ready? You ready? You ready? Shall I read one question?
Yeah.
Okay. This will, why am I doing this? Maybe reducing a little anxiety, okay.
Yes.
All right. You ready? Here's one.
Write down the question.
I'll read the first one. You ready?
Yes.
Speed is A, a measure of how fast something is moving. B, always measured in terms of a unit of distance divided by time. The distance covered per unit time. All of the above or none of the above. What do you think? All. Very good. All of the above. Excellent. You get that? Isn't that easy? Shall I read one more?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. You ready? All right, wait a second. Wait a second. Don't be crazy here. Okay, you ready? This is an actual problem that you have to use your calculator for. You ready? You ready? This is good. I'm going to change some of the numbers, but it's going to be the same thing. You ready? Tarek, no. Be strong, Tarek, okay? Be strong. Okay, you ready? May I read this? Are you finished? Okay. What is the average speed of a rhinoceros that runs 30 kilometers in 10 seconds? No, I'm not repeating it. You can look at the video. That's a good reason to look at the video. No, first of all, it's a rhinoceros is not going to run 30 kilometers. You know what they call a rhinoceros that just ran 30 kilometers? Dead. Okay? There's no way a rhinoceros is going to run 30 kilometers.
What if it's a skinny rhinoceros?
It's probably even worse. It would have to be a fat rhinoceros that would have enough energy. Okay? Next week, remind you, I'll tell you the story where I took a walk. I took a walk with a hippopotamus one day. I did. It's a true story. I'm not being silly. You see the door over there? The hippopotamus was about that far away from me, and we walked along a lake, and we kind of hung out, and I was reading the paper. The hippo was walking alongside me, and we kind of hung out. We did. It's a true story. No, listen to me. Listen to me. Listen to me. What happened is precisely what I just said. True story. Now, let's do one problem, and then we're going to finish this up on no questions, because I want to get through this. We have like 1 minute, Bia. Okay? All right? I will answer the question after I finish this. Okay? You ready? Let's do one question. Okay? What question do we want to do? All right? It says, members of the Fairview Track Club are running a 1.5 kilometer race. What is the distance of the race in meters? Yes?
It's 1,500.
1,500. Very good. Excellent.
Yeah.
Do you know what kindergarten I went to?
What?
Fairview Kindergarten.
Where's
I did. Fairview Elementary School in New Jersey. All right, so they ran 1.5 kilometers, and that's going to be equal to, very easy, you guys did it very quickly, 1,500 meters. Okay, yeah. You're multiplying by what? By 1,000, okay? We're finished the review part 1, okay? Now, on Thursday, we'll do, I want you to study this, right? You're going to study this?
Yeah.
You want to look at all the past videos from my 7th grade site on velocity and acceleration. There's a lot of them, new and old. I want you to go crazy the next 48 hours, minus 80 minutes, okay? And come in here with a vast knowledge and understanding of acceleration, velocity, distance, reference point, speed. Yes? Well, I'll answer that question off camera because I want to get everybody ready to go to lunch, okay? End of part one. Have a great day and goodbye.
Yeah!